Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm really excited about this thing because it was amazing. Anyway, so I'm using Perfect Black from Madam Glam, some mint blue Acrygel from Model Ones, and some Raven Glitter from Nail Sugar. Forgot the names. Anyway, so as you know, I sped it up, but it is a little bit long. This film's like film. Oh my god, this video is about 12 minutes long, so please be patient. The end result is pretty amazing. I'm so over the moon with it. You'll hear it in the end when I go right. So I thought what I did was I got a new nail holder because I was thinking what I might do for Crimble is make a couple of sets of press-on nails for presents. So I got these little holder things. I thought I'd give it a try, but I put the nails that come with it on because they pop in, and then I just put my nails on top, but they kept on popping out. It was annoying me. So as you can see, I sort of cut these nails like vampire teeth because I weren't sure what I was going to do really. And then as I'd done it, I thought, oh, I've got another idea for another design. But because I'm already doing this one, I might do another design with that shape. I've never seen it before, so what I did was I just gave the nails one coat of black because I'm not really too bothered for it to be having a thick coat because it's going to get covered in glitter, so it doesn't matter really. So the first one I sort of sugared it on, and I weren't really happy with the way it went because a lot of the fine glitter fell out and the big glitter didn't. So I thought with this one what I'll do is I'll just mix my glitter with a base coat and just paint it on like, you know, you would have done with a gel, because I don't have a glittery polish like a black one. So I just thought, oh, we'll do it this way. So I just got a few blobs of gel and I just got a tip and I just scooped out some, mixed it together with my little stick, and that is it. How's everyone doing? How you been? How's life? Things ain't going too bad over here. Oh, you know what? The other day, right, I'm going to say it. I work for B&Q's. It's not embarrassing. I don't like thinking I'm brand, like, you know, pushing a brand like that. So my uniform is black trousers, black t-shirt, bright orange apron. Now, I work by a place where there's a Costa. So I go to my mum's for lunch, and I'm walking past Costa in my uniform with my apron, and this woman looks at me and she stops me, and because I'm not rude, I'll go hello. I'm like, and I'm in my uniform as well, so you've got to be careful what you do, right? So I'm like, hello. She looks at me, looks at a plate that she was sitting having a coffee and a cake outside Costa's in the sun, and points at it and looks at me. I'm like, yeah. And I can see behind her, she's sitting in front of a window, and I can see behind her the people behind her looking and watching what's going on. And she's like pointing at me and looking at it and telling me basically to take the plate away, right? So I looked at her and I'm like, but I work for B&Q's. And she's like, oh, sorry. And I was thinking, when I walk back, Costa's uniform is burgundy and black, and it's nothing like a B&Q uniform, not a thing. And I thought that was hilarious. Anyway, let's get back to the nail in hand. So now I'm using the mint blue from Model Ones. It's a polygel. What I did with the other two nails is I did put a little thin coat of polygel on top because I wanted to buff it and shape it a bit, and I didn't want to hit the glitter. So I thought, I don't know if top coat would do it, so I polygelled it. So now I'm just getting my nail, and I'm just showing you doing one because I didn't want to show you doing two because it's long enough as it is. So I'm starting to learn to understand how to use polygel. So you don't constantly wet your brush and dip it in because that creates bubbles. So the less fluid you put in your polygel from your brush, the better. I have noticed that. It got a bit thin at the end, so I just sort of cut the end off a bit and then I moved it back. I didn't really put an apex or anything in these nails because they're only a design. They're not really to be worn. So there's really not much of an apex. And I realised that the nail I'm working on is actually wider than the nail that is next to it. So they look really odd, but I really, you know, it's what happens when you buy, you know, cheaper products. But it's not to wear, it's only to do designs on, so I'm not really bothered. So I'm just trying to make sure that this nail's got enough coverage, just to even it out a bit. I noticed that when I was coming down, the top had slipped a bit, so I'm just making sure that it's all covered and it looks good. And once I'm happy with it, what I did was I flash cured it before I'd done the other one, just to make sure that it didn't start to shift a bit, because it's a bit warm in here. Yeah, and I cut a bit of filing out as well, because you don't need to see that. Right, now, as you can see, my file is really old. It's just for my nail art, I don't use it on me. But with gels and polygels, they're so soft that you only need a really reasonably fine nail, file. You don't need nothing heavy duty. You don't need a 100 grit one. A 180 maybe, or even a 200. Polygel files like butter. Warm butter on a warm day with a warm knife. That's what polygel is like. So I'm just trying to make sure that I've got a good shape on it, and and that it's in a reasonably good shape and good, it just looks good. That's all I'm saying. So once I've filed them, I file them and I buff them just to make sure that they're smooth, because they've got to look smooth, they've got to feel smooth. I was going to try and show you how I was doing it, but it just wasn't happening. So I'm buffing them just to make sure. And look, see, it kept on just popping off the thing, and it was driving me nuts. It was getting on my nerves. I think I might have cut it out a few times. I was like clenching my fists together and shaking them in annoyance. They kept on coming off, and I was like, oh. But anyway, once I've done that, I just put them back on the stand, and I just wipe them with it. I fluff them off, and then I wipe them with a bit of rubbing alcohol, just to make sure that they're clean and there's no dust everywhere, because it was annoying. Let's see, buff, like fluff, my big makeup brush. Right, so a lint-free cloth, just showing you, and I'm just wiping them. Again, it falls off. I'm just wiping them, making sure there's no dust or anything on them. Zooming in, because you need to see this bit. So then I got my stickers, and I decided which one I wanted to do. So then I thought, I know, because the nail stickers are really big, let me come up with, see if this looks good. So the tree with the owl, as you can see, I thought what I'd do is, I took them off the thing and I laid them next together, and then I just laid it out on the table, just to see where I had to cut it, roughly, to be able to put it together, because it's like then a continuous design, right, on the nails. I was like, I'm getting a bit ahead of myself with my artwork now that I'm doing an art course. Yeah, so then once I'd done that, and they were tricky to get off as well. I mean, because it was a sticker, it took me ages to find my tweezers, and then because it was a sticker, it took me ages to get the end, because it was so fine, and I didn't want it sticking just anywhere. I've never really done stickers before, but these ones are really cute, cool. I had to put that one back on, so I got an idea of where to put this one. So I pushed it down, and I just rubbed it in as flat as I can, but these stickers are quite thin, so they sit quite flat, which I'm quite pleased about. So then I had to try and find my other bit. There you are. So now I am getting the other half of the sticker, and I'm just putting it on. I'm trying to marry it up really, so that it looks like it's in the same place. I don't know, maybe I should have done something to make it look like, I could have actually painted it. You know what, it's only just occurred to me that I could have painted the lines on each side where they're supposed to meet, to make it look like it's a continuous design. And I did do a bit of painting, but it's only just now occurred to me that I should have done that. Duh. So I thought the top of that branch tree was a bit empty. I weren't sure what to do, so I just thought, alright, let me just stick some stickers on. So I just got some more stickers, and I just stuck them on the top, just so that it had something else, because I was going to paint clouds, but doesn't matter now. You know what, when you do a design, it's funny, because you do a design, and then once you finish it and you watch your videos back, you think, oh, I could have done that, and I could have done that. Look, who else keeps their Natalie Muggeridge brush in their container? I still do, and I've had my brush since she first sold them, so I don't know how long ago that was, but I look after my brushes and I leave them in their containers. I don't know why, it's just a thing. All my gel brushes, all my art brushes that have come in a container are still in their containers, even my acrylic brushes. And I've had a couple of acrylic brushes I've had for about a year or two, and they're still in their containers. I just keep them in there, it's just a thing. So now I'm just trying to paint a branch, like a tree, actually. Yeah, Yeah, look, see now I should have realised I could have just, idiot, I could have just added those to the edge and just carried on the design, but it doesn't matter, it's done now, isn't it? I mean, you could do that to it if you was going to do that, I suppose. And I always put, if I'm doing a design and I'm painting, I'll paint the tip as well, so it goes round continuously. And I thought, a branch, let's do a branch, let's do a branch. Alright, here we go. Alright, and once I was happy with that, I baked that under my light for 30 seconds. And this is them. So now I'm going to top coat. But if you see the first finger, something happened. I don't know what happened to it. But the first finger went funny. I don't know what happened to it. And this glitter turned out alright actually. I'm quite pleased the way it turned out. Not too bad at all. I think maybe the polygel didn't cure properly underneath. I'm not sure what happened to it. But I'm quite surprised that I've mainly stayed in shot for the whole video. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. But yeah. So I'm just going to top coat them. And then I'm going to bake them under my light for 30 seconds. And then you're going to see what they look like in the end. I'm so excited. Excited. Yeah. I don't know. I'm rambling. I'm talking absolute tosh. But like you say, Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. It's all done. Look at that. They look nice. Look. Looky. Look, something happened there. Don't care. Wait and see. Wait to see what they look like. And they glow in the dark. Oh, look at that glow. I'll tell you something, that was worth it, boy. That Model 1 stuff was worth it. I'll buy it. I'm going to buy some more. Anyway, let me know what you think. Like, subscribe and hit the bell, and I shall see you in another video. You all take it easy. Ta-da. Bye.